Cool. Wow, this is really interesting. I just learned how to record while gaming on this phone. This is so far beyond my capacities historically. This is so far beyond. But here we are. This is a great place to be. I'd like to welcome y'all. This is Sitcast with Bone Boy. We are just hanging out. I've done about 3 or 4 recordings now where I've just kind of sort of learned the very, very basics of how to do a screen record as opposed to a screen capture, which is also new for me because I'm a dinosaur. Not all dinosaurs go extinct, you know. Some of them become birds. So we're going to take flight together in this game called The Battle for Polytopia, or the Battle of Polytopia. And just so that we can have a quick confirmation here, just so we can get the obligatory, gross, unnecessary close-up shot. Yes, I speak in paradoxes quite often. There I am. Hey guys. This is cool. Maybe there will be a future where I do this more often and have the face cam on more often. This is not going to be my choice this time. It's too much to focus on. And also I'm not super decent. And also I'm not particularly good looking. So what we're going to do here, besides increase the self-love here, I look just fine. I'm a beautiful man. Here we go. That's me. That's me being me right there. What we're actually going to do, since I don't want to hold the phone at this angle or look into the eye of the camera right there or any of that stuff, we're going to turn the thing off, get comfy. I prefer to hold the phone at a fairly low angle, at a relaxed angle, and booting this up on the computer. The computer that I have is just done. It's just done. It really doesn't do anything that I would want it to do in any kind of a time frame that's functional, besides just word processing, essentially. So instead of word processing together, which who knows, we might do that in the future, I'm going to introduce you guys to this game called The Battle of Polytopia. This is a strategy game, turn-based, and you know what? We're just going to hop right in and have some fun. Since we're birds taking flight, we're going to play a creative game because we're creative type folks. We could go Kiku because of feathers, that's nice. Hoodrick because of feathers. This is the tribe selection screen. But really, if we're going birds, and we like birds, we're going to go Quetzali because they're the bird people. You can see them right there on the screen. Look at the archer there, and the guy with the sword, and the guys with the clubs. They're fun. There's an additional skin here that I have not unlocked that looks like this. That actually looks pretty cool. But, nope, we're not going to go with that this time. I have not unlocked it. I don't want to pay $1 to unlock it today, even though it's actually pretty cool. No, we're not going to do that right now. We're just going to play. I'm going to pick this tribe. We're going to play a creative game of domination, meaning that we are going to wipe out everybody else on the map. We're going to take our opponents to 1 for the simplicity of things. We're going to take the map size to tiny because I don't want to fucking fight a whole bunch everywhere, all at once, forever. We'll go Pangea because I never play Pangea, and it's a new type of map, and it's fun. Oh, I see they limit the bots by the size of the map. That's interesting. I totally didn't know they did that. Or forgot they did that. Maybe I did know at some point. Anyway, shout out to Gully, shout out to Chris, the octopus guy, and shout out to Liv Boyry, who got me into this game. These are 3 people who were cool. Oh, and Lex Friedman as well, who introduced me to Liv, who introduced me to the game by their YouTube channels. And then Gully has his own channel where he plays this game. And Chris, I believe, is a champion who's fought both Liv and Gully and has whooped them, and he whoops everybody all the time, or at least used to. I don't know what he's doing. I don't think he has a channel. Anyway, we're going to start the game here. 4 minutes into the video. Look at that. That's a cute little thing happening here. Okay, so what you're seeing here is a guy with a shield. That's your staple unit for this tribe. Every tribe has somebody different at the start. Usually you have a guy with a club, like this warrior down here. But we're not going to worry about the warrior right now. We have a defender, which is nice. We have 5 stars, as you can see, and we're gaining 2 stars every turn, as you can see in the parentheses up there as well. Our score is 620. Score doesn't matter unless you're doing perfection, really. And it's currently turn 0. So at the 5-minute marker, we're going to begin the game by doing something that needs to happen early, which is we need to get our economy going. 2 stars per turn is enough to make 1 warrior per turn, and that's great. If you see here our city, we can make up to 2 units. That little pill shape that you see at the bottom of the name Ixia, well, first of all, Ixia is producing 2 stars per turn. That's what that means. The crown means that it's our capital, and that little pill shape you see is broken into 2 halves. One half has a dot on it. That dot represents our shield guy. That's the population that guy's taking up in that city. Were he to move somewhere else, find a new city, that dot would be transferred over. And 2 is the maximum population. As you can see, there's 2 slots there. That will increase every time we level the city up. And how do we level our cities up? Well, we do it by obtaining and utilizing resources. You can see that we've got 3 corns right here. But I can't harvest it. It's grayed out, right? Produces 1 population. Must be on a tile with fruit. You need to... Is corn you need to research organization to extract this resource. Bueno. I happen to love this game. That's why we're doing this right now. I love it. I want to show you. I also want to continue to stretch my understanding of how long of a recording I can make and in what sort of fidelity and what I can do with that, because I do enjoy recording. I'm keeping my voice down a little bit because my windows are open and I'm surrounded by neighbors. Although there's some good distance on all fronts, I'm not going to really worry about it too much, but I want to be respectful and peaceful and everything. And when it cools down in here, my little thing is reading 84 degrees. I think it's closer to 80, but once we go down a little bit further, maybe I'll close everything up and we can get our outdoor voices inside. But anyway, we're really hopping back and forth here. You'll notice there's other kinds of things happening. There's forests, there's mountains. You can learn to climb mountains and all sorts of things. So, there's also fish in the sea here, and you'll notice this is kind of coastal. A Pangea map is a map that is completely... one island. You can see that you can kind of pan in and pan out here. That's the whole game right there. That's the square. Most of it's covered in these clouds, the fog of war. It makes these cute little sounds when we articulate ourselves upon it. Right now, though, our little zone of influence has some fish in it that we can't farm. It's got some corn. So what are we going to do about that? Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do about that. We're going to go down to our bottom menu here, where we have some options. We'll look at the options really quick. This is the settings menu. What else we got here? We got the me. I can see me, and you can see our enemy is an unknown tribe of score 510, which means they're probably a crappy tribe. Quetzali is firmly in the middle, in my opinion. More info. Turn 0, game version, difficulty crazy, domination. Wipe out all the other tribes from the face of the square. There can be only one. Pangea, 121 tiles total, and there's a seed there. So this is all randomized. That seed is almost irreproducible. The chances of you playing the exact 2 same games of Polytopia in this life they're just not going to happen. They're just not going to happen. There's too many exponents in the odds. Anyway, let's increase our odds of this game and winning this game by learning to harvest corn. I should have done that slower. So we just unlocked this. It costed us 5. You see these numbers here? That's the star cost. Stars are basically your single revolving resource. You spend them and you gain them. You spend them on units. You spend them on technologies. The more cities we have, the more each one of these technologies is going to go up in cost. So there's something to be said for hunkering down in 1 or 2 bases. There's also something to be said for expanding. Ooh, that's interesting. If we learn how to climb, we can get into that ruined area, and there's always boons. It's always positive things that are in the ruins. Usually you can get like an explorer where you get a couple of stars, or usually it's 10 stars, or all sorts of things. It happens in the water too, which is really cool. But anyway, we gained our 2 stars this turn. We moved our guy. City's not doing anything. We could produce a warrior, or we could save up to start throwing corn into our city and increasing its level, thereby its population cap and its stars per turn that it's going to give us. So let's see what that looks like. We won't do anything too crazy right now. So now we have 4 stars. We can use those 4 stars to harvest 1 of these fruits, 2 of these fruits. Boom, baby. We have a level 2 city that is bringing us 3 stars, and now we have an option. The option is to generate an explorer that'll explore the map for us to within reason. If you haven't researched Seaward Technologies, then this is going to be an irritating thing because he's only going to stay on the land, and I like my explorers to be able to go anywhere, particularly because usually it's in the sea, and usually it's on the corners of the map where you'll find little boons called lighthouses, which add to your population as if they were free resources that gave themselves to you just by being explored upon. But we don't have any seafaring stuff going on right now, and I need to crunch some serious numbers, so we're going workshop. Create a level 5 city to get a Park of Fortune. This is something that gets unlocked the first time you level up a city, I think. So there's like this list of like 10 random different sorts of things you can do every time you play the game that'll give you these buildings. A Park of Fortune is a type of a building, and it provides, and all these like weird little random task complete buildings have the same purpose. They all add 3 population to your to whatever city they're constructed in the territory of. English. Anywho, we're going to have a good time here. So we don't have that building yet, but if we look at our thing, I think we can see, tasks 1 of 7. So there's 7 possible different types of buildings that each give 3 population, which 3 population is great. And population is... Gosh, it's one of the bigger things in this game. Anyway, oh, they're up to 635. Our enemies are doing things, which is nice. Unfortunately, since we didn't research climbing, I cannot climb. So we're just going to hunker around. Ooh, so based on the topography change, every tribe has a different topography to it. I know from my experience in the game that our enemy is Imperious. Imperious is one of 2, possibly 3, crazy good tribes in the game. They're even better than they used to be, and they used to be like the 2nd place tribe of the game. Some tribes are flatly better than others. I am at a disadvantage. My enemy starts with... I thought they were terrible. That's interesting. Why would Imperious be here? Why is my score higher than theirs? What's happening here? I don't know how scores get calculated. Goalie knows. Watch his stuff. He's cool. Oh shit. I have now found my opponent. These are my huckleberries. Now that I have seen them and know them, I'm going to train more people because I'm scared shitless. The thing about shield boys is that they're really, really, really good against melee enemies. I've got more health than they do, and they're going to do 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 damage to me when they hit me, depending on where we're at, if we're in a forest, what technologies we've got going on. But I'm going to do like 9 back to them. Defenders are very, very strong. This defender could take both of those guys, probably, if I played my cards right, and if those 2 warriors did nothing but attack that defender. Of course, the AI is better than that. So let's get really invasive and just learn a bit more, or settle on by going back to the ruins, because I've got ideas. But for this little moment right here, I want fishing, because we have fish. Every tribe starts with different amounts of randomizable resources. So tribes like Aquarion, for instance, get nothing or very, very little when you start out playing as them. Quetzali usually starts out with a good amount of resources. Yes, let's learn how to climb. Climbing is nice too because it's great for scouting. If you don't have explorers going, you can do a lot with line of sight and with control of territory. Also, climbing gives us the ability to... it gives us a defense bonus, which defense in this game... Well, let's just read it. Defense bonus. Gives your unit extra strength when defending in mountain. So if an enemy attacks me, I am, at that point, defending. And I have options. I can... Well, that's a bad way to phrase it. What do I really have in this type of situation? If an enemy attacks in melee or in a unit who has the ability to reach them at range, then that enemy will counterattack. So that's the basis for a defender's power. My shield guy here has a high defense stat, as you can read here. Defense 3 times 1.5 because I'm on a mountain, as indicated by the climbing thing. So that defense number, that 3, it doesn't mean that I'm going to take 3 off of any damage that gets done to me. What it actually means is I'm going to counterattack harder if somebody attacks me. I don't think there's anything outside of city fortifications, which are optional, and only certain units have the ability to fortify cities. That means to stand in them. Yeah, you get a double. Yeah, this unit gets a defense bonus. So not a lot of units have modified defenses, but this is one case. This particular unit, if he's in a city, can do it. Actually, warriors can do it too. If you see this guy, this warrior here, if he were in this city, this warrior would also get a bonus because he has Fortify, as you can see there. So it's the same thing, only his base stats are lower in terms of defense. His attack is higher than mine. His movement is interesting because he has the dash ability, which I don't have, so he can move and then attack, and I can't. So there's all this stuff going on. Every unit has these little tricks of the trade happening. There's no right or wrong. Oh, he did it. He tempted me. You fool. You maniac. He actually attacked my defender, who has the high ground. He might be trying to bait me into attacking him back and coming off of the ruin and delaying my boon until later, but I'm not falling for that shit. We're doing this right now. You encountered a mighty swordsman who decided to join your tribe. This particular mighty swordsman is a veteran mighty swordsman. This is one possible boon from the ruins you can get. These guys are bosses. They're pretty much as strong as defenders on defense. They can't fortify, but they can attack and move in one turn like warriors can. They're basically a better warrior who can't fortify things. He used to be able to fortify things, and this particular one is a veteran. What that means is this guy has extra hit points, 5 of them. All units have the ability to get this except for the giants. Let's go ahead and take these fish before I forget what the fuck I'm doing. Now, the reason why I just did that, you'll notice that I'm out of coins and I've got a warrior right there hanging out on Ixia. He's about to jump into Ixia and claim it for himself, steal my capital, and win the game. However, because Ixia leveled up to level 3, all cities follow the same progression pattern and the same options at each level, and they all get very generic after level 4. So level 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all those levels are the same, and you get the same options to choose from. But levels 1 through 4 give you just interesting little customizable branches that are different. But every tribe, every city that gets to step 3 looks like this. And in this case, we have the option of getting a city wall, which I didn't realize by clicking on it that I was going to do. I just totally fucked myself. I just completely fucked myself. I just lost the game. I fortified it. The other option was to get 5 coins, which I was going to do. Oh no, rookie! Oh. Well, if I claim this city, maybe I haven't completely lost it. Except that now he's in a fortified city. That's my capital. That's my bread and butter. Look at my star production. We're down to 1. This is a bad moment. I just gave him. This is a that was horrible. Your capital has been captured by the Imperious hordes. All your trade connections are cancelled again until you regain control of your capital. Which means a whole bunch of stuff that doesn't really matter right now. I can't believe that I just did that. We're going to try to kind of hem him in, and in fact, we're going to hit him. See how he just did 7 damage to my guy on defense? He would have done like 4, maybe 5. But he did fucking 7, and I only did whatever that was to him, 4. I would have done like 7 to him. So he gets a defense bonus, he gets an offense bonus, he gets all the bonuses. Oh my god, and they're all the way over here. We're going to reset this game. That was the dumbest thing I could have done, and I want to show you guys a better time than that, so we're going to go new game, same exact thing, without that horrible decision-making process in the beginning. Ooh, look, this time we're not on the water. That's interesting. If I move my defender south from this little corner pocket, I'll actually show you that lighthouse that I was talking about, because I'll uncover it and gain the benefit. Shebang! Not a bad way to start. Cool. We're going to move on up. We're going to research the corn because I'm surrounded by fucking corn. Yay, children of the corn. I actually could have done this last round. That was dumb. Better to have more stars faster. But that's okay. We're going workshop to get a whole bunch more coins. I keep calling them coins. Stars. Yeah. We'll get to level 5 and maybe get some stuff going. But for now, we're going to do this. going to wait the turn. We're going to just go north a bit more. Different enemies this time. Look at that forest. These little cubic trees here and these cubic hills are sort of the Quetzali thing. That's my tribe, the Quetzali, the bird people. I forget who this is. Whose terrain is that? I think it's Zabasi. They farm, which is the next tech level of organization, which is this whole fruit thing we've got going on. I'll show it to you. Let's see. Yeah, see, so we start out with no technologies researched, which a lot of people do. Oh wait, no, we do. We start out with the ability to make defenders. Not every tribe starts out with that. In fact, none of them do. That's the only difference between these tribes, really, is that they have different looks and they have a different starting technology. One guy has a riding. The Omaji tribe has riding to start with, and they get a rider. Barter, the other hard-hitting, crazy people, they start off with hunting, and they start off with forests all around their capital that are friggin' full of meat creatures. Anyway, but we get defenders. We don't get resources, so we're off to a slow... Most tribes are like this, where they're off to a slower start than Imperius, who can harvest fruit right from the get-go, or the Barters, who can hunt animals like this little cute guy. It wouldn't look like that if I were a Barter, but yeah, he'd be able to harvest those. Anyway, tech. So yeah, since we unlocked organization, we could go even further down the strategy route into diplomacy, which is kind of a cool thought, or we could go the economy direction, which would allow us to farm. These are little tech trees and stuff. Anyway, farms produces 2 tiles per crop, and farmland is like a forest, or it's like a hill. It's a type of land which doesn't have much going on in it, but if you get organization, sometimes you'll notice little squares reveal themselves to have little shoots of grass on them, and those shoots of grass can be converted into good things, farms, which are worth 2 population each and not 1 like these fruit are, but they cost 5 instead of 2 each. So you see there's layers to this whole thing. And I'm not particularly addicted to the concept of explaining myself perfectly here, so we're just going to meander along. I'm now at a crossroads. I'm about to unlock this city. The city is surrounded by forests. The forests have animals in them. Forests can be converted into lumber huts, and the animals can be taken. Forests can be cut down for resources or burned down to turn them into fields. If you go all the way past organization, past farming, to this last one, construction, burning forest costs a lot, but it turns any forest into a field crop, which is a really attractive option if you don't go the forestry route, which is the natural route after hunting, which is what we're going to take, actually, because we want to be able to make use of these animals, because I don't know. Well, I guess there's enough. No, there's not. There's not enough corn to upgrade this city once we claim it. And that's what we want. We want to grow our economy, build our cities bigger. Build me an army worthy of Quetzali. Another village. That's quite nice. This is RNG. This is random. So RNGesus, as people call him, random number generator Jesus, has blessed us with 2 very quickly available cities and no enemies in sight, which is nice. I would have thought I would have met them by going into the middle. Anywho, we're just taking a quick little tour of this game. It's a fun game. Yes, we do, in fact, want to hunt these guys. Give me the lion and give me the ostrich. Yacho L. We're kind of Mesoamerican, you know what I'm saying? Yacho L upgraded level 2 and its production increased. So you see it's the same thing as what happened here in Waystall. Waystall was when we upgraded to level 2, we had the same option. So all cities are like this. And all cities will have the next thing at level 3, the next thing at level 4, you know. Anyway, we want, just for the sake of opening up the map and exploring and understanding what's happening here, we want to explore. Usually I'm a workshop guy. I like early stars. There they are. The Zabasi, just like we thought. Their leader, Bozu, laughs at your puny excuse of a tribe. The discovery of this curious tribe gives you a one-time trade boost of 5 stars, which means that we are $5 richer, and so are they, I believe. And if we were more powerful when they met us, or if they were more powerful when we met them, that mutual trade would be bigger, I think. I think that's how it fucking... Anywho, We are, we're at a crossroads. I found, oh, there it is. There's some farmland. We're actually really shy of farmland around here, which is fine. That's Zabossi's game. That's these guys. That's these guys' thing. They start out with that tech, the farming tech, which is why they already have a farm. They've got some more farms they can do later. They've got fruit they're not picking. They've got animals they're not slaughtering. They've got forests they're not converting. They've got a village. They've got a ruins, like, immediately inside of their sphere of influence. That's interesting. Why haven't they gone there? Why not learn to climb? It's shocking what the NPCs will learn and won't learn to do. Short term, I kind of want to learn fucking forestry. No. No, we're not going to do that. Whoops, get out of that. We're actually just going to hang tight. No, we're going to grab another defender. Yes. Oh, shit. They're going this way. Should I learn how to make riders, which will unlock roads? That's so expensive, even now. If I had roads, I'd be able to cut through this forest hella quick and beat these guys to all sorts of things if I had the dough. I don't have the dough. I'd have more dough if we did the workshop thing, but we didn't. And it probably wouldn't have made that big a difference. We got 12 stars, though. They're burning a hole in our pocket. We need something to do with them. So they're definitely going to get this village before I can get to them. But I can get my grubby little hands on the ruins and on this village, actually simultaneously, basically. This guy can have that village. Yeah, we've got this in the bag, boys. And yeah, we're going to learn how to farm. We're going to learn the Zabossi way. The bird people will learn all about the seed. Anyway. Ooh, they're pushing forward a bit, are they? Well. Frisky. No matter. They'll never find us, or they'll never beat us. So this is a great time to get a technology, because all these technologies are going to go up by 2, 3, or 4, depending on how far they are. You'll notice that the further along technologies from the center... where were we? The further technologies like forestry cost more than something like hunting, and that increases, and all of those increase the more civilizations we have, the more places we settle. So do I want fish? This is a coastal thing. I could get advantage on the water. It's always attractive. Ports are great. They do great things for us. Boats and boat things. Quetzales are strong on the water if you can get them on the water early, because defenders have hit points, and when you turn units into boats by stepping on ports, your hit points don't change, so my guy would be stronger than them. But your attack scores do, depending on what kind of boat you become. So my defender could actually have quite a grotesque attack on him if I transformed him into the right boat. And he would have the hit points to back it up, which is fantastic. But I have a weird feeling these guys are not going to get on the water. At least not right now. So if we're teching... Oh, then we need to tech construction right now. It's going to hamstring us for 1 or 2 turns. But all this forest is going to become a sprawling farmland. That's my dream. This is what's in my mind. Yes. Ooh, they have surrounded one of our bases. A defender might not be able to take more than 3 good shots from warriors. So let's build one, because we need to. You're going to get on that ruin. You're going to get in that city and capture it next turn. Damn, I still don't have the ability to generate any of the cash that I want, and this city is about to become so very embattled. Which is fine. Ooh. We could actually put a wall around it next round. Not that we need to. Okay, hell with it. What we're going to do is we're going to look forward. We're going to keep looking forward into the future. We're not going to worry about making things perfect right now. And we're going to explore a bit more, because I might be able to beat them to that city, especially if I get climbing. No, I won't. Depends on what this warrior does. If he starts going over here, well, we'll see. Anyway, guys, we're gonna figure out how this plays out. Should I make a warrior just to start tangling with them? Nah. No, but I will harvest this fruit. Anything that an enemy steps on cannot be... Oh, ow. Oh, he got me. You little fucking bastard. He just put me in a Position. He just put me in a position. Oh, that sucks. He's going to claim this city. If I had researched the forest tech, I would have been able to clear all that forest and get stars for it immediately, so that if it was taken, he would have nothing to build and would have to plant his own forests, which I've almost never seen a computer do. It's a very, very far out there tech. It's like way over in spiritualism, which doesn't have a lot of bonuses or benefits besides making forests from nothing for a fair cost of 5 stars, or temples, which gives you a population on any regular old tile. I'm sorry, any forest tile for the cost of $15, instead of the 3 that it would cost to put a lumber hut there and get population that way. Big game. There's a lot going on under the hood here, and I'm doing a poor job of providing a manual here, or a sense of what the game is. But just take my word for it, it's a good game. It's a lot of fun. So we're going to develop this, we're going to workshop it. And I think what we're going to do, once he claims that city, we'll research some more tech, I think. Or... oh, man, diplomacy. Should we just fucking infiltrate this guy? My field, my endless grassland idea is totally falling apart on me. Let's at least start it while we can, where we can, right? So here's the option that I was talking about last round before that horrible blunder blindsided me. The resources option for a level 3 city provides us with an immediate and instant 5 coins, which basically pays for itself, or it comes close to paying for itself this round, and now that city's making 4 stars per round. So we're in a really nice spot. We're making 12 total stars per round. That's going to end when this guy takes Yacho. But Yacho is a level 2 city. It's not that strong, and we didn't explore. He's not even going to get the workshop benefits out of it. So we're actually kind of sitting pretty. Shit. I will not be able to easily turn this into a level 4 city. So let's not worry about it. Let's worry about this, since I will be able to make this into a crazy city. Yeah, is that good? That's good. God, burning forests down used to cost 2 population. Now it costs 5. Everything's more expensive, just like in real life. I want you to bloodthirstily avenge your comrade, since I'm bitter that they have won the day. Hopefully not the... oh! While we're here. What's the tech? Yeah, we're going to go archery. I've had a feeling we were going to go this route. Get a couple of warriors going. Good. Good, attack my defenders. So here's one cool thing. If you're within your own territory, you double regeneration that you get if your unit does nothing, which is what we're going to do. Boom, I got 4 of that health back. Meanwhile, we're exactly in a fine position to do some more damage, such as this kind of damage. Just slaying these little gremlins. Actually, we're not going to slay these gremlins. We're going to walk right in to that. You're gonna... You're going to step forward, you're going to step forward, and we're going to back you up with archers. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to use leftover resources to get some farm stuff going. I'm tempted to make the kill, but this is basically a powerless warrior anyway. And yes, if I killed 3 units, you'll notice this guy who made a kill is on 1 of 3 kills. If I get to all 3 kills, he becomes a veteran, like that swordsman last round. So I'll have plus 5 hit points whenever I want them, and I can regenerate up to maximum whenever I want to. You'll see, you'll see. Boy, I am very poor at explaining things. Yeah. Yeah, dude, get him. That's fantastic. Ooh, okay. Let's play this delicately. Yeah. I've got an idea. No! I've got an even better idea. Make the kill. promote the guy. That's what I was just talking about last round. Boom. Look at us, man. Fantastic. Oh, so good. I'm going to step this warrior in so I have options. I kind of want to learn to climb just to get around this damn hill. Oh yeah, and now these guys are all empowered. Let's make some serious progress, huh? Boom, boom, bam. Defender right there, so that this rider will have no chance. Defenders are very strong against riders. And this guy is so weak, he doesn't stand a chance anyway. Oh, I guess I can bonk him. No, I've got a better idea. Shaka. So these guys can dash too, which means they can move and attack in the same round. Let's have a look at the archer. Attack 2, defense 1, so defense is not so great. Range is where things are happy here. You'll notice also that wounded enemies or wounded allies, any wounded unit will do less damage proportional to the hit points that have been dealt to them. So if I'm fighting a guy that's got 1 hit point, his attack, if his attack is like 4, he might do a few hit points of damage to me, but if his attack is 1 or 2, he's only going to do 0, 1, maybe 2 damage. Anyway, the formula for how to calculate exactly how much damage you're going to do based on how much health you have and what kind of unit you have with whatever damage it has is impossible. The same with counterattacking, this defense stat that we're looking at here. Anyway, by the way, archers do cost more. You'll notice there's a 3-star cost to this guy, so it's not the happiest thing in the world. However, if we shoot this guy, take him down to 1 hit point, this guy can finish the job. And they cannot wrestle this back from me, so we have really scored a victory here. You know what? In celebration before taking that back, we are going to learn how to climb. Ooh, there's gold. There's gold in them hills. I want that fruit, but more than the fruit, I want a strong army. So we're just going to train another archer there. Yeah, see, that rider had nothing. So riders can move twice. They can move, attack, and then move again, which is powerful. Riders are a very powerful, very strange unit. They can fortify, which I didn't know. Their defense is total shit, along with the archer. Their attack is 2, just like the warrior. I think the archer has 2 attack as well, right? Yes. Anyway, yeah, the thing about riders, though, is that they get blocked by forests, so they can't... let's talk about movement. They're the first unit that we're looking at that has more than 1 movement, so they can move twice, which is fantastic. We love it. I'm sorry, they can move 2 tiles per turn, and they can attack, and after attacking, they can move again. That's what escape means. So they can run at you, attack you, and run away. They're kind of the bane of archers if they can single them out, or the bane of anybody if they have the time where they can single them out, maybe attack in groups, slink away in the night, and then regenerate and come back. That's a popular strategy. And if you combine them with roads double movement. So if you double 2 to 4, that's a lot different than doubling 1 to 2. And then you add in the whole escape thing, and riders are a real pain. They're very powerful, but in a very specific way. So we're going to shoot that guy down. We're going to take that guy out. So if this guy were to come down, attack him, and then come down again, he would still not be able to reach my city, I don't think, because this guy's guarding every tile around him. And so's this guy, unless they were to die, which they're not going to. I guess we can play that out, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Your units can't dart by other units unless they have the creep ability. Ooh, while we're hanging out. Yeah. Oh, the Gate of Power arrived. That's nice. Let's do this. Let's claim all this. Yay! Let's learn how to mine, so we can mine next round and get that stuff going next round. Let's take this village. Oh boy. Let's fan out a little bit, eh? Archery when you research it, also has an additional benefit. Just like climbing means that I get a defense bonus, or rather a counter-attacking bonus, on hills, archery does the same thing in forests for all units, even non-archers, which is fantastic. But even more fantastic than that, the sweet sound of reclaiming my lands. Oh, that's so good. I want an archer here. Yes. So you can see that archers and riders do similar things, but in different ways. That's kind of the name of the game. Got that ruin. That leveled up our guy to level 4. First 4 level thing. The level 4 upgrade thing is the last of the unique ones. Everything after that is the same. So these two options are really interesting. What you can do is either expand your territory by 1 square in all directions, as long as there's nothing else with its territory in the way, including enemy territory. Or we can get population growth, which is 3 free population, no fruit, no mining, no nothing needed, which is what I'm going to do, because we're not going on the sea right now. We're not going into the corner here by the lighthouse or any of that stuff. We're not going around to attack with boats. So we don't really need the sphere of influence increase. There's different reasons why you might want to do it. You can do it to increase line of sight. You can do it to increase the places where you can build buildings and that kind of thing. There's all sorts of benefits, but right now we're going to go population. Look at that. Fantastic. And that enables us to... Well, first let's train another archer. But the other thing we can do is, ba-boom, harvest that corn, and we can... This is the thing at level 5 and beyond that every city has. You'll notice that it takes more and more resources to level up a city every level. So, a level 1 city requires 2 population to get to level 2, a 2 requires 3 to get to level 3, etc., etc. So it's less and less effective to keep pumping up your cities in some ways. In other ways, it's fantastic because you get perks like this. We can either increase... It's like another workshop, essentially, on one side. That's the park. It also gives you score points if you're playing perfection, which the only thing that matters in perfection is your score. So the size of your army, the buildings you have, and the amount of parks you have, and the amount of temples and stuff you have. Anyway, the other option is super unit, which is a giant, which is what we're going to do. The giant pushed our archer upwards. There's an algorithm. There's a reason why he went up, and it's impossible to describe. Goalie can do it. Look up Goalie's channel. Metropolis was completed. Oh yeah, because they said if you get a city to level 5, then you will have the ability to generate a Park of Fortune. So if we want to, we can do that and add 3 population to any old city. How did I get this? The Gate of Power. Oh, I think that's when you make 5 kills. Let's have a look. Tasks, 3 out of 7. Metropolis is complete. We made the 5-level city. Killer, complete. Kill 10 enemies in battle. I kind of wish that the tasks just stayed up and you knew all 7 all the time, but that's laziness on my part. I could just look it up. As it stands, you only get access to the information if you're Googling at the same time as playing this game, or if you've memorized it, or if you've begun any of these tasks. So because we explored that one lighthouse, we have not only the population that it gave us, which was clutch in the early game, but we also now understand what it would take to complete the explorer task, which is to find all 4 lighthouses. All 4 lighthouses are always in the 4 corners of the map, so we could explore out there. Used to be you had to explore every tile in the map. This is much, much easier. Anyway, we're going to shoot that guy down. We're going to club him down. We're going to promote this guy so he doesn't die next round. We're going to... The thing about making these whole movement things, like warriors are cool. Any unit that can dash and has a melee attack is cool, because if you kill an enemy, you take their spot, which kind of allows me to treat a warrior a bit like a rider, which is pretty cool. Speaking of which... Fuck you. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to shoot him down. And we're going to move you right on up so that if there's a chance to do things... So here's the thing. My defender has 1 attack. And defenders are really, really bad when counter-attacked. So I have 7 health, but if I attack this guy, he's going to kill me. Most other units with 7 health... might live because they have a higher attack. By the time this guy counters, he would be doing less damage to me. But as it stands, this guy would murder me, so we're going to regenerate. Live to fight another day. We're going to put some frontline archery going on here. This guy's probably not going to come into play. We're going to be honest about it. Ooh. In fact, none of this is really that important at this point. We have absolutely dominated this enemy. We have just shredded them. Ooh, they have another city, though. That's cool. Ooh, there's that lighthouse. Hey. There it is. That little blue dot. Or that little blue thing. Anywho, I've got 2 left. Do I want a warrior? Not really. Don't really care. Don't really care. So we're at 40 minutes. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Good hits, but he couldn't quite get the job done. Boom. Yeah, you make the kill. You step up, shoot him. You make that kill. And you hang out right there. Go over there, kill him. You go up. I'm going to promote you because I feel like it. You shoot the guy. You, what do we do with you? Let's have you guys regenerate. You can shoot down the warrior. I might lose this guy. This guy might come around. I don't think he's strong enough to make a kill, though. So, there's that. Anywho, we've just wrecked these people. Holy moly. We've just wrecked them. This is one reason why it's good to play with multiple bots, or multiple people, or humans. Humans are the ultimate prey. More archers, anyway. We don't really need any tech, but just for fun, we'll research for riders. Maybe we can find some use in that. But these guys are circling the drain. They've got 2 cities. I've got, like, what, 5 at this point? Yeah, I've got 5 cities. Look at our score difference. I've got 1,200 points more than they do. We started off within 100 points or 200 points of each other, more or less. This is a done deal, essentially. You're going to shoot that guy. You're going to kill that guy. You're going to step up onto the mountain and deliver a shot to that guy. You're going to get promoted. Actually, I should have held off on that. Oh, well. Let's take this city, too, just while we're thinking about it. Boom, bam, slam. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's make a rider, because we can. Let's research roads, because we can. And better to do it before we capture this than afterwards. Build a road. Build a couple of roads. Roads can be built inside of buildings, in forests, all sorts of things. So they can really make riders just way more powerful. You're going to regenerate. You are going to go up there. You're going to head up onto the hill just because I like you and I like looking at you. Turn 17. Ooh, he made the first ship of the game. That's interesting. It will not save him. We're going to move up to there. We're going to move this guy up here. We're going to move you there. Sacrifice you on the altar of coolness. You're going to move up. You defenders don't really need to do anything anymore. May as well claim that city really fast. Level them up. Oh yeah, when you learn the ability to, when you learn to burn the forests down like I did, which we've been using a little bit, you also learn to make windmills, which produces population based on having a whole bunch of squares of farmland, so you can really get some interesting gameplay going. And some interesting numbers coming in, if you like crunching numbers that much, which some people really, really, really do. Shit. I want you to join the party. So let's put a road down for you. You're up there. Yes, this is what I want to see. We do this. We do this. And the rest doesn't really matter. Boom. Never an excuse to play sloppy, though. Always good to be... Not that we're doing everything we need to be doing, or would be doing if there were 5 more enemies on this map, but here we are. We have won the game. You've captured the Zabasi capital. You have destroyed Zabasi. You've defeated all the other tribes and unified the entire square. And you got a lighthouse. Look at all that score. Eat it right up. Now we can finish the game. And maybe we'll hop into another quick game really fast. Let's play a shitty tribe, just so that we can have some fun here really quick. Quetzali, like I said, are in the middle. You get score, you get stuff. If you're fighting human beings, you have a score that goes up and down based on your performance. There's all sorts of stuff. I don't want to play multiplayer. Connect with some humans who play Polytopia. Tap friends to add them. No. I refuse. We're going to play creative. The reason why I play creative instead of domination or perfection is because perfection and domination, if you click them, they don't give you map options. They give you randomizations, which is cool. That's one way of playing the game. It's fine. But I want to play on the maps that I want to play on, which are already randomized anyway, so it's like, what the hell? In fact, we'll talk about that. But first, let's choose a tribe. Who's not great? I mean, really, when it comes to we won't do Pangaea again, we'll do something different. And in that thread, we'll play that tribe that I was talking about earlier, Aquarion. They don't start out being able to harvest resources. When they're on the land, half their units don't work very well. Half their unique units don't work very well. They're a weird tribe. But, yeah, we'll go lakes. We'll still have some water, but not too much. Tiny map. Yeah, see, so all this would be we would be able to choose our opponents, I think. But let's just see. Let's go back. What happens if I hit perfection? Yeah, see. Instead of having all that map stuff, we just have difficulty of the bots and the number of the bots, which would also do something in dictating the size of the map. As we've seen, a tiny map can only support 3 or 4 players, etc., etc. But I want to go do it my way. So we're going to play with Aquarion. We're going to play a creative domination game as opposed to perfection or infinity, which are totally legit game modes. This one is for scores if you want to play passive. This one is, there's no end, you just play. I guess if you want to play The Sims but can't afford The Sims, I don't know. Lakes, crazy difficulty, 1 opponent, tiny. Lakes is different. So dry land there is no water. 0 water, no fishing, no boats. That's like a quarter of the tech tree. Some tribes of whom start on that part of the tech tree is completely useless, including Aquarion. So a lot of folks love playing on dry land because it really emphasizes your ability to use things like roads and riders and knights and maneuver and climbing and stuff. Lakes is a bit more water. Pangaea is 1 central continent with water all around it, so you can get around people with your navies and stuff, but you can never have the navies go too far inside of the continent to help you. Continents is a bunch of continents that can be interacted with navies and stuff. That's my favorite one. Pretty much. Archipelago is just a little bit more water. There's land bridges and stuff more often than continents and lakes. Waterworld there's almost no land. There might be 1 or 2 islands that are not already controlled by you or somebody else. And everything else is water or ocean, which is fun. I've been playing a lot of that lately, actually. But for now, we're going to go lakes. I'm going to show you. So remember when Quetzali had 5 corn the second game? And the first game we had 3 corn and 3 fish? Mighty leader, you have been chosen to rule the Aquarion tribe. Explore the world and expand your empire, but watch out for the other tribes. Wipe them out. We start out with 3 fruits. No fish. No mountains that might become cool things. So there's really only one thing to do. Get that lighthouse, since that's a boon, which is nice. Not all tribes start in the corners of the maps. It's pretty random. I don't know how much randomness you can really shove into a tiny size map. It's more random, I think, as the maps get bigger. But I love that. That's a great, actually, start for a shitty tribe on a shitty map. I don't like lakes if I'm a water-heavy tribe. We're going to learn organization so we can pluck those little cactus fruits. And then we're going to be able to see if anything pops up that'll allow us to farm later. Yeah, we got 1 farming spot, so that's a lot better than nothing, believe it or not. I'll take it. Boom. By turn 2, we have a workshop, which means that we're kind of in business. Once you start getting 4, 5, 6 stars per turn, you start getting a realistic understanding of your options. Why did I go that direction? There was no need. Let's go this way. Back to where I started. Yeah, that's what I see. I see either we get on the water with fishing, which we don't really have much use of ships. We have better units than ships, really, for getting in the water. You could argue that ships are still useful for us. but we have better options probably. We can navigate the water. By the way, our initial technology for Aquarion is riding. So instead of getting land riders, they get a modified unit called an amphibian, and the ability for those amphibians to cross water. So amphibians have 2 movement, like riders do, but only on the water. So that sucks. This unit can move on water. I guess they benefit from roads, which is nice. But what this doesn't tell you, what none of this is going to tell you, is that riders, I mean, you just saw it, riders of the amphibian variety of the Aquarion tribe can only move 1 tile on land. But look at me. If I include a water tile in that, we can move more. So I'm going to do that. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we've got some decisions to make. Either we get out on the water and learn how to fish, so that we can not only harvest fish eventually, should we ever get a sphere of influence bigger than what we have right now, but we could plot a port right there, which would give us 1 population, which we could add to these cactuses to get this city's power up, which is an attractive option considering that we're having a hard time here. Aquarion always has a hard start. So we researched it. Ports cost 7, which is expensive considering it only gives you 1 population. And considering how much we really don't need ships that much. Units that move here will turn into boats that can move on water. That's right. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. Anywho, we don't have a whole lot of money, so let's just pass some turns. Let's do some exploration. I know that. That is little bits of gold in black sand. That is the modified skin for the Luxador tribe. Luxador are my favorite tribe. They start out with no tech. They start out with no special unit. Their thing is that they start out with a capital that is level 3, like this one is, with a built-in workshop. So, or no, that's the problem with it actually. Right, they don't have a workshop. They don't have any upgrades. So it's a level 2 city that Luxador starts off with. That's the guys who this land belongs to, or whose terrain this is. Luxador starts off with a cool little capital. That's level 2, but it doesn't have a workshop, so it only makes 3 stars per turn, which is kind of a jip. It's kind of dumb, but you don't have to pay any stars to get there, so it's kind of a double-edged sword, and it's kind of cool. Anyway, I like them because it's style. It's just style. It's a style win. Anywho, let's make a port. Next round, you'll notice that little road that's linking the port to the thing. Roads and ports generate these trails between civilizations that you've captured, or cities that you've captured. And if you link them up, that provides population for both the city that gets linked and the capital that it goes back to. The capital gets a whole bunch of population the more cities you road or port into, if that made any sense. And if it didn't, that's okay. There's too much here to really cover in 1 hour, which we're coming up on. We're at 58 minutes, just about. So we're going to learn if this thing shuts off at an hour. That's an exciting and cool thing. You know what? We're going to train a warrior, and we're going to put him on a boat. Just to do it. Just to do it. Don't tell me how to live. Okay, and then we're going to make a warrior. Yeah, we'll make another warrior to go in this direction, over here, and start exploring, because I'm finding nothing. Seems like Aquarion don't run into that many villages. Seems like they don't run into that many resources. They're just, for whatever reason, the randomness of the game, whatever that is kind of against... Damn, that's a lot of mountains. It's kind of against the Aquarion, which if you can get... Why did I do that? If you can get good at them, more power to you. But it really, there is a luck factor. Like, will your enemies allow you to live long enough? Oh my gosh, 3 mountains in a row all blocking me from that lighthouse. That is unreal. Okay, go there like I wanted. What can we do? How can we make this tribe powerful? Well, I know one way. Instead of getting knights, we could get spear fishermen, the Tridentians. These guys are blasted powerful. They used to be even more blasted powerful. They're like knights combined with riders. They can't kill a bunch of people in 1 round like knights can, but they can move before and after an attack. Their attack is nutty. They're like a bigger, stronger, more mobile archer. They used to have 15 health too, which made them beasts, and they cost so much less than almost any ship. They cost 8 stars apiece, which is a lot, but it's not like the 13, the 15 you're going to dump into some of these ships based on the units that go into the ships and then the upgrades that you upgrade into to get the ship. So I guess what I'm saying is that that's the route we're going to go. Oh shit, we can do it right now. Yeah, we're going to do that. That's exactly what we're going to do. We don't have a lot of options, but the options that we do have, some of them are very good. Ooh, hello, swordsman. Hello, other village. Interesting, interesting. So for a couple of reasons, we're going to learn how to climb. And we're going to do it now. That's not ideal. I think if they have even one more warrior up in the clouds here, or a ship over here somewhere that has the ability to fight, this guy can't fight. But if they have, this is just a raft, but if they have like a sailboat with a, well, let's just look at it. If they have this unit, a scout, then they'll wreck my rider guy. Or if they have a rammer, they'll wreck my guy. Rammers are like the boxers. They're like the melee boxing class of the fucking Polytopia world. They're fantastic. They're 2 of the options you have when you're upgrading your rafts. But we're not going to do that right now. We're going to get... Ooh. Okay, so remember how we talked about choices? We can grow our economy, or we can make 1 knight. Or the equivalent. We can make 1 spearfisher. So we can fight or not fight. We can make a spearfisher guy, or we can grow our economy and play this guy out. Which doesn't look like he's expanding as far as we are. Or are... Oh my god. Look at his score. He has 4 cities. Well, we're about to have 3, so that's nice. Okay. I'm going to count on that he doesn't have anything else going on. And I'm not going to run away onto these mountains and grab the lighthouse. I'm not going to do that just yet. We're going to keep this guy here, probably sacrifice him, but hopefully by the time he's dead, I'll be able to snatch this ruins that's just outside this guy's grasp. He has 4 cities? I'm going to die, dude. Now, the question of spearing versus economy. Do I play really super aggressive? No. I'm probably not going to win at an economy game, but I also want to give my tribe the ability to generate knights at a reasonable, sustainable pace. Plus, we can make another rider who can assist this guy within a couple of rounds, which is nice. Yeah. We need to get eyes on the center of the map, that's for sure. Nice. Oh, nice. Population. That tastes good. That tastes real good. Oof. If I had 20 stars, we could upgrade this thing, but we're not even close to that. So we're going to get you on the water. We're going to get you to scout the mountains. Okay. So they're pretty landlocked. They don't have a vicious navy just yet. Shit. Here's what we do. We get you on... Oh, no. Okay. This is not ideal. We're going to get a knight. We're going to take you out partially. That guy's going to wreck that guy. I think we have the units we need to claim this village, but it's going to be a real bitch, if you know what I mean. We don't get to upgrade our capital. We don't get to kill the boat. We don't get to defend this guy, but he didn't go after him. I thought he was going to attack. So what is he going to do on round 11? Let's see. Predictable. Predictable. Perfectly legit. I'm not happy about it, but it's perfectly legit. I'm going to get a little bit of exploration. Spear that guy. This little channel is too narrow. What happens if I do this? That's nice. Okay. So I can kind of bypass this guy's inability to move quickly on the land. It's the same with the amphibians. Amphibians and Tridentians, again, they're kind of like riders that are shittier on land, but masters of the water, more or less. I'm gonna pay. Look at that solid line. That little purple line that you see between these tiles. This whole line is his territory. On this side of the line, that's all his territory, and it looks unbroken. So he may have this entire quarter of the map, third of the map on his own. Anywho, oh my goodness, we can scout a little by doing that. Ooh, he would be able to take that back by killing my guy, but it would require him to do a thing. I could get more resources up here, more people up here, so I'll lose the city, but I can get it back. Is that his capital? Exigo. The city is being captured. It's a level 2 city. It's worth 150 points of score. Produces 0 stars each turn currently because it's under attack. That's what occupying a city with a unit does. Yeah, we're economically behind these guys. We're behind in score. He didn't go for the kill. He could have moved these warriors and had them both attack this guy, but he didn't do it because he's a friggin' mook. Why would you do that? Brega, why would you do it? You maniac. We're going to explore. Shit. I don't like when that happens. I don't like when you explore and learn that you are now on coastline where it's going to be your enemy's turn with a unit that has low defense and low hit points. That's not good. That's not good. We can mitigate that, though, by doing this. Yes. Yes. I just need to explore some more, so we're gonna. That's the capital. Look at that monster. Look at this guy. It's making 8 stars per turn. Whew. And it's fortified with a wall. Getting in there is going to be a real work of art, were such a thing possible. We're going to claim this. I don't think it'll save this guy, but we're going to send this guy out to face this guy in mortal combat. He's probably going to take that city back next round. Can you fortify? You can, but I don't think it matters. I don't. We can try. We can try. Let's put the city wall up. Usually I grab the stars pretty much every time, but in this case... So you can attack him, you can sacrifice yourself, you can make the kill and go forward and discover a barely defended city from the looks of it. There might be, like, hell to pay over here, but I'm not sure. Yeah, let's capture this city. At long last. I think we have everything that we need to win the game. Honestly. Yeah. So I think the reason why that guy used this warrior to attack this guy and not this guy was because this guy was fortifying and had the wall and would have lived. So here's what I'm going to do. Club you. I'm going to go over here. This guy's going to start a journey to get to that lighthouse. I just want it. No greater reason than I want it. You... that was a bad thing to do. I guess I could do this. Sort of back this area up, and then you can make a kill. Get some line of sight before you die. That's nice. That's nice. You can catch up to the boys. Ooh. I'm not seeing any realistic army over here. That's very nice to see. I'm not going to worry about trying to get that city right now. I can't do it. I'm going to workshop out. So yeah, like straight up, this is the game. This is Polytopia. It's a good time. Show your friends. Show your enemies. Make some friends. We're going to get some trident people out here. We're going to save up those last few stars this round. And who knows, man? The sky's the limit. Yeah, see, this guy's making basic warriors, and that's pretty much it. Until you really have a lot of bots, and you give them a lot of time in a big map with lots of different kinds of resources, you're not going to see enemies really... You're not going to see the bots of this game really performing well. Which is a shame. Boom. You go over there, you're going to go there, get some more eyes on that. I'm going to go with the rider there, instead of going with another knight. You're going to punish that guy for being a silly bean. Just like this guy's a silly bean. There's no need to have a raft right there in a landlocked piece of water. I'm sure that helped him get one population earlier, but right now, he's got egg on his face. Wham! So I attacked that guy, he attacked me back, and now I upgrade and have 15 total health, all of which I've healed to full. Now this guy can come in like a boss, get some eyes up there, and then slash. Now, he can't fortify. So, the swordsman's weakest position is inside of cities, really. But this guy's a level 3, and this guy's not going to be able to throw too much at me right now. There's 2 squares that I don't know about between me and him. There's not going to be knights and defenders happening. There's not going to be fucking catapults. There's not going to be hell to pay. Minus the hell that I'm about to bring upon this poor soul. Anyway. Yeah, I got some knights. Yeah, we may as well get a rider. Ooh, he's trying to get on the water. It's too late, bro. It is too late for that game. Yeah, you are screwed, bro. Do I need any more tech? I could probably make some use of roads. I don't need ships. I've got the spear dudes. I really don't need ships. Farming. Yeah, we want farming, definitely. Cool. Boom. Let's expand that. Because we can. Bring you right here. Because I enjoy making my enemies really uncomfortable. Wham. Let's get that line of sight going. Boom. Wham. Bam. You can do that. And then escape a little bit. Shit, I should have made a spearman right there. That's okay. I don't really need it. We're good. We're good, man. It's no big. We're wrecking these guys so hard right now. Oh yeah, that's right. I've got a guy back here. Get that lighthouse. Yeah! You're going to creep on up. That's why I want roads, so I can cut across or cut through the forest or something. You can't make roads on mountains, but, you know. Ooh, let's get a guy to defend that. And strike him for his audacity. Get a workshop going. I want you to recover a little bit of your strength. Yes. And I want you to get a port. I feel like that would help everybody here. See how everything linked up? Boom, 1 population for you, 1 population for you, and 2 population went to this. Because it's now linked to 2 cities. So your capital, it's kind of a workaround for a high-level capital. There's ways. There's ways. Yeah, we're going to bring you here. Because you're basically expendable. Let's not beat around the bush. Ooh, that's interesting. Here's my question. Can I... Well, first of all, lighthouse. Boom. Get the crab. Yes. Crabs are better than they used to be. Now they move 2 tiles on water, I think, which actually is quite solid. I think it's still just 1 on the land like the rest of my sort of unique units, though. Here's my question. Can I strike you like this, move like this, and then boom? Yes, I can. And I don't think there's a damn thing you can do about it. I think that's game. Let's move you, not that it matters. Let's get a port, not that it matters. Upgrade up. Yeah, this is why I don't like tiny maps and single opponents. If it's going to be a single opponent, they need to have a lot of time to really warm up. Ooh, if I rode, I can start connecting even more things. But I'm not going to. I'm just going to hang out like this. Put you on the water. We're going to go like that. Spear you down. You're going to come up there. Spear, folks. We're going to slice you up. We're going to bring you here and throw a spear at you. And I think... No, it's not game. Because he still has this city. He's got this one little holdout. Barely. Yeah, we're gonna throw a rider right there. Yeah, see, the crab can only move once on land, but twice if the water is involved. Which is, I'm not complaining. Look at all those resources. Look at how he started. Jesus, he's got all the fruit, and he's got all the things. I think there's a masking effect going on. I think that these are resources that the game is trying to show me that I can claim if I come here. But it's still using the basis of what they would have spawned, I think, with. But if I were to flip screens, and if I were playing as the computer right now, if I were playing on their side, I don't think I'd be looking at all this the same way. I think maybe there'd be the one lumber hut, but I think all this fruit would be gone. There'd probably be farms. There's the port that you can see, but there's something happening here. A level 4 city doesn't just happen with no development around it. There's a weird thing. There's probably a mine here that I'm not seeing, that I can't see. I don't know. Like, the visibility of like what the enemy is actually working with and their infrastructure is weird, and I don't really understand it. Oh yeah, that feels good. We're going to build roads. Why? So that I can get this guy. Well, so that can happen. Oh, no. It's true. I can't even use roads. Oh my god. The aquatic boys don't even benefit from roads. That sucks. That sucks. Oh my god, that sucks. Boom, bam, slam. Fine, you go one down there. You know what, just because we can? No, we can't. Never mind. You're gonna pop up there. Oh boy. I forgot all about you. You're gonna go over there. Yes. It's a cerebral game. It's a good game. Ooh. And you're gonna get him. And take his place. You're gonna get promoted because it feels good. And we're gonna claim the game. So there it is. Complete games of Polytopia. This is Polytopia. I love it. This has been not really that instructional, nor really that entertaining, if we're being honest, but it was so much fun to do it. I'm happy to have done it. Thank y'all for being on the journey with me, and I just wish y'all a Merry Christmas. Have a good one. Oh, by the way, we're at an hour, 16 minutes, so there's that too. Final rating doesn't matter. Who cares? Done. Done. And done.